so free, two souls bound by fate and mystery. Cousins by blood, but deeper we go. Secret world, only we know. Whispers in the night, they call us near. Voices from the past, crystal clear. We're tuned to the stars. We're hearing the song. Clairvoyant hearts, where we belong. Marcus and Osa in the glow of the night. Dancing with spirits, bathing in light. Real estate by day, dreams by the moon, selling homes while hearing the tune. Osa sees visions, her eyes like fire. Marcus builds bridges, lifting us higher. Guided by the wind, the rhythm flows through hidden realms where only we go. We're tuned to the stars. We're hearing this song. Clairvoyant hearts, where we belong. Marcus and Rosa in the glow of the night. Dancing with spirits, bathing in light. Under Detroit skies, we roam so free. Two souls bound by fate and mystery. Cousins by blood, but deeper we go. Secret world, only we know. Whispers in the night, they call us near. Voices from the past, crystal clear. We're tuned to the stars. We're hearing the song. Clairvoyant hearts, where we belong.
Yes.
Question?
Happy Halloween.
Yes. What's your blood
Oh, oh, he's a vampire.
I've been trying so hard to keep these things in my mouth.
It's like you could barely even talk. Like
I can talk. I just got to get used to them. It's like they look
I'll
so
be drooling
real
on
though.
myself. I like them. That's nice.
What's up, everybody? This is Cousins in the Cosmos. I am Marcus.
And I am Osa. Welcome back.
I'm your old positive vampire.
Oh, come on with it. Okay, that good blood. Yes. You're so silly.
It's obviously Halloween, and welcome everybody.
Yes.
What are y'all doing tonight for Halloween? Kind of like let us know. Hit us up on the website, cousinsinthecosmos.com. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. And we're about to start loading everything on Spotify. You can find us. That's the answer right there.
Find us. Come like, share, subscribe.
Or I'm going to bite you.
Send in some fan mail too. We want to answer y'all questions.
Yeah, I've been looking for some more questions and stuff for Hey Cuz. You know, ooh, what are you drinking? What's that?
A little lemon drop.
Oh, it looks blue.
My glass is green.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
that looks
spooky.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah. I guess on the next break, I'm going to have to go grab me a drink because I'm thirsty.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm wondering.
That was scary. I like that. That was real nice. I like that.
Okay.
Because why you don't have your drink already? You know what I'm saying?
I know, because I'm crazy. All right. So everybody, the name of this episode, here we go. Okay, there we go. So the name of this episode is I sound like I got a lisp.
For real. That's why I said I'll be drooling.
Past lives,
Present laughter.
present laughter. Give us a
Halloween edition.
yes, Halloween edition. Give us a breakdown on past lives. Let's talk about that.
Okay, well, I don't want to get too deep into it,
Just a
but
pinch. Just a
just a
pinch.
pinch. So, as you know, we have it may be able to assess past life memories. Reincarnation is very much so real, and there are many of us who have tapped into past lives and know who we were in past lives and how those past lives affect our present day avatar that we are living in now. So this episode, we're gonna tap into them past lives. We're gonna share our stories,
Yes.
um, and readings that we have done that have included past lives.
Yes. And received.
Yes, and
Mm-hmm.
receipt.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So I'm excited about that.
Me too. Actually, I got a few things I would like to learn and share when it comes to
Okay.
that.
Yes.
Becoming interesting. But I think just me thinking out loud, we may need a little cosmic forecast for this Halloween because let's talk about the veil,
Ooh.
the thin veil that they say we have during Halloween.
Okay. So, um, well, we're about to go into our cosmic forecast.
Yes.
They're taking flight, cosmic forecast. Feel the bass, galaxies grooving. Endless space, cousins in the cosmos. It's your place.
So, in the stars, right now we are in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. And Mercury retrograde is already retrograding, okay? It will be in the sign of Sagittarius. And
Mm,
again, we are in the shadow period, so we're already feeling the effects. It doesn't go fully into retrograde until the ninth.
okay.
But this is causing people to be very blunt, very direct,
Uh-huh.
and saying things that they cannot take back no more. So yeah, conversations may be a little chaotic, very
Mm,
blunt, like possibly confrontational, but also very healing, very revealing. So people gonna be getting stuff off their chest. Again, that Sagittarius energy is that direct, like arrow. They see what they talking about and they go straight for it, straight fire, straight to the juggernaut. All right.
yeah.
So people gonna be clearing their chest, but on the other side of it, technology will be slowing down. You may have issues with technology or technical things. So your phone might be messing up. Reception and computers may go haywire. So you always want to make sure you back up all of your paperwork, all of your documents,
Yep.
and be slow in traffic because also known for traffic to be a little off. Um, we
Okay.
also have like maybe four other planets that's in retrograde right now. So it's a whole lot of reflection going on. And then we also have an upcoming full moon on November 5th, and that'll be in a sign of Taurus.
Mm,
So full moons are all about releasing. So we'll be in a space of fully releasing, which is going to kind of amp up that Mercury retrograde. So it's going to be real intense. But it's the perfect time to ground, the perfect time to do some self-love work, to love on self, to connect with self, and just um kind of hone in and stabilize, find your foundation, find your grounding. And um, yeah, for me, it's all about loving on yourself. Venus is the ruler of Taurus. So truly tapping into
okay, I
your
have a
love
question.
yourself. Yes, no problem.
What would you call spiritual roots that are rooted in Halloween? What would you think of that is of that? How that translates for us?
So for us, Halloween is it initially started as a Celtic tradition. They call it I know it's pronounced different than how we read it. We mostly say Samhain or Samhain, but it's
Mm-hmm.
with a W the way they pronounce it, Samhain or something like that. So
Okay.
don't quote me on how it's pronounced, but this is the time when the veil is at its thinnest. So the physical world and the spiritual world, like the veil is very thin. So we have a lot of paranormal activity. We have a lot of people in a dream state, your people who have crossed over visiting you in your dreams. You may feel a presence like standing next to you and just know it's somebody there, but you don't see nobody.
Yeah.
So things are real heightened, and this is why like in Hispanic traditions, they have the Dead of the Dead where they worship right around Halloween and past Halloween, how they venerate and honor their ancestors. And the reason being is because the veil is very thin and they have a very close
Oh.
connection to those who have crossed over.
Ooh. Okay.
So they tried to
Right.
make it spooky, like to kind of spook you out, but it's really just ancestor connection.
Well, you know, Halloween is like most people's favorite holiday because they get to dress up, they
It's
get
so
to have fun.
fun.
When I had my 50th birthday party, I treated it like a big, like convention. And
Yes.
I
I'm so
wanted
glad I
everybody
didn't
to
make it.
dress up and stuff. You know, it was really fun and cool, but it took me like 2 hours to put all this stuff up. I was Blade, with the
Yes.
sword down the back and everything. But where I
Yeah.
confused a lot of people that hadn't seen me in a while, I had this black, like, tattoo, like
I-
hair on my head, and I had hazel contacts in, and then I had these teeth in,
Mm,
and then I had the full Blade outfit on, everything with the gun, the sword, everything, and it was really fun. I really enjoyed that. And that
yeah.
was fun for me. I don't know how long me and these teeth gonna make it, but when it comes to like the thin veil between the living and the dead and Halloween and stuff like that, I do want to touch on like one story. So being clairvoyant, I have to kind of guard myself. I don't like scary movies. I don't get into like movies that deal with demons and the Bible and stuff like that. I just don't like it. And because it's like JJ, Aunt JJ would say all the time, I live that shit. So I don't want to be in
Yeah.
it all the time. And feel like I want to be a part of that. I don't want to pay somebody to scare me. Haunted houses are fun. I like that. But
I was like, I love it. It's
yeah, I
all
love
fun.
haunted houses, but I'm not gonna watch a movie and all that crazy stuff.
Uh,
But
yeah.
because I've had an experience once where I was on my way home and I just for some reason I looked to the right as I was driving down the road and I felt this big dark energy like
Um,
walking towards my car.
um,
And so I did the heavy gas tank, sharp left, got to my house, literally ran in the house and was like, "You ain't coming in here," because I keep my force fields up, and that's how I felt. But it was something about that spot and feeling that energy,
um,
come towards my car, almost like they knew I could see them. And that
um,
was that was like internally kind of terrifying.
yeah.
Now, telling that story right now and talking to you guys and talking to you, cuz I just realized, what was it, 3 weeks ago? Somebody died in that very same spot, was shot and murdered and killed.
I would say it sounded like it was a portal that was open right there.
Yeah, this guy literally died there. His wife was walking with him. Somebody pulled up, shot him, killed him, and he's no longer with us. And his wife, like, literally stood there and screamed for over 30 something minutes until the
Um,
cops came when they had to calm her down because nobody could calm her down. That's
yeah.
all she kept screaming was, "They killed him, they killed him." And, peace
Heavy.
to his family. God bless him and his family. Hopefully, they find the people that did it. But it just dawned on me that that was the same spot where I was headed home,
Um,
and I felt that negative, dark energy, like trying to, it noticed me, and I noticed it. And then how
mm-hmm.
you look at something, and you be like, "Nope, I ain't looking at you." And
Not
then you
today.
keep on driving, like, "Nah,
Yeah.
you're not finna get me." But that stuff is kind of real, and so you know,
Um,
when you look at it from my perspective, why would I go spend some money on a scary movie just to be scared? Like, nah, I'm living this stuff every day. So no.
I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. 'Cause like I live it, but I love scary movies.
Yeah,
It's something that's off limits for me, but yeah.
yeah.
I love it. I laugh at movies. I would go to the movies with your brother and we'd be sitting there laughing at horror films. So that's just
Really?
us. Yes, me and
That's because
Ricky,
y'all both crazy.
we both crazy. Hey y'all. It's like no.
Yeah. Right.
All right. But it is time for break. So um we're gonna pay some bills and we will be
And tell
back.
them what's coming up when we come back.
When we come back, we have a special guest today, one of our cousins. She is going to join us for the topic of past lives and present laughter. So just hold on. get you a sip, get you some tea, get you a drink, and we will be right back with you.
All right, y'all. See you in a second.
Under Detroit skies, we roam so free.
Hi guys, this is your girl Trina Braxton, a proud licensed real estate agent with Howell Luxury Group Realty. Since joining HLG, I've been able to realize that the real estate world is a different place, and HLG is an expert. Allow us to help you make your next home purchase one of the best decisions ever. You'll have your forever home, and HLG will have yet another satisfied client.
Lights, camera, action. Ready for a chain reaction in the city of dreams. Oh, where the peach tree gleams. Something big is coming. Hear that rhythm drumming. T-by-UF connections. Yeah, we got the right solutions. T-by-UF collections. For all your grand illusions. T-by-UF collections. From the set to the stage, turning a new page with a vision so clear, conquering all fear. Something big is coming, hear that rhythm drumming. T-by-UF collections, yeah, we got the right solutions. T-by-UF collections, for all your grand illusions. T-by-UF collections, yeah. T-by-UF collections, yeah, we got the right solutions.
Peace, peace. Hi, everyone. I'm Osaranga. I am a spiritual healer, a doula, and a psychic reader. I would love to add you on as a client. Learn more about yourself and become enlightened about your past and or your future. With the tarot cards or just your hands, I can tap into who you are, what you've been up to, who you were in past lives, and who are the people that are most loved by you or love you that are no longer here amongst the living. That's what this gift is all about, you and your healing journey, placing your faith, your trust, and your focus on you. You deserve it. Visit me at cousinsinthecosmos.com and check out my list of services. Also, please remember to click the private message if you wish to schedule. I can't wait to work with you. Ashe.
Only we know.
Peace, peace. Welcome back to Cousins in the Cosmos.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm still working with these teeth. I don't know how long they're gonna last.
Sounded real juicy over there.
Look.
Juicy motherfucker. It's like, nah. This inside joke, bro. We've been saying that for a few years.
That's yeah. Now you gotta tell them what it means.
Oh man. So I have a friend who lives in Atlanta, and when I visit, he had came by, and yeah, he's a dancer, so he started shaking and popping, and I said, "Oh, you juicy motherfucker." And ever since then, Marky just find that so funny.
That is
So
hilarious.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
That thing was hanging.
I gotta take these out.
Okay.
Ah.
Well, it made it through the first half.
Yeah, first segment.
First segment, yeah.
There we go. Oh, now I can talk. Okay.
Yes.
Whew.
So past lives, present laughter.
Yes, let's talk about that.
Uh-huh.
And then let's get
So-
some help.
Well, would you like to call her on in now? So we could tap on into it, or
Yes, and then we can explain it and we can dive right on in because I've been waiting
Alright.
for this one. So
Right.
everybody, we have a cousin that we're gonna bring on. She goes by Sky. We're gonna call her Sky Phoenix, and that's the name. We all got these nicknames we grew up with and had everything since growing up. The Sky is such a sweet spirit, such a cool person, and y'all will see that. Y'all see for yourself. Y'all want to
Yes.
be a cousin so bad. Just go on and call us. Just
Come
go on
on
and
and join the family.
join the family. Go on to be a cousin. But introducing the Sky Phoenix to the show. Welcome.
Welcome.
Hey.
Hey.
With the
There go
finger
my
snap.
sisters.
Peace
Hey.
and love. Peace
Peace
and
and
love.
love. You look so
Hey.
beautiful.
And you do too.
Thank
Hello,
you, sis.
cousins.
Right. With that big old
Yeah.
pretty smile.
Gratitude. Give thanks to my mother.
Hey.
Indeed,
I'm about to
looking
say
just like
you
yes,
you
her.
sitting up here
give,
looking like her right about now too, for
yes, I
real.
will agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Look,
can't forget William, my
right.
dad. So
Yeah.
yes, grateful to be here.
Yeah.
Gratitude indeed. Oh, we
All
see
right.
y'all ready, huh?
Yes.
All righty. Well, um, so as you, the three of us cousins here, we have all tapped into past lives. We have a past life recollection of many lifetimes that, again, also are played out here in this lifetime. And again, the beautiful thing about knowing about your past lives is that you could really understand why you are here, why you reincarnated here, what your soul mission is here, and what you came to finish. It's like an unfinished project or unfinished path or destiny that we had in the past that we have to still complete. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and tap on into sharing that. Marcus, would you like to share one of your past lives first?
Yes, sure. First, well, yeah, yes, and then I want to kind of piggyback this off to Sky.
Okay.
So, what I wanted to mention was I went and had a reading done with a good friend of mine, Joelle, at her event, and met this guy. He's actually from Detroit, but he lives here too. But he specializes in past life, scenarios, situations, regressions, everything. So when I spoke to him, I had paid for a reading, and I think you had to like buy a token or something like that, and then give it to the person you want to get a reading from. And I remember him saying some things I had heard a few times from talking to other readers and people that I was like a Shaolin monk or I was something like this in my past life. I didn't understand it. And
Mm-hmm.
so he started reading me and he asked me that. He said, "Have you ever been told you were like a martial arts Shaolin, like monk or something?" I said, "Yeah, I was told that a couple of times." And he said, "Well, they're actually wrong." And he said, "I want you to look up a sage
Mm-hmm.
from Africa." He said those men are what they were trying to connect with and stuff. Um, and I basically said, okay, well, what is a sage? And I want you to look it up. He said they were the ones who were like the spiritual medicine men from Africa, and people
Mm-hmm.
feared them because they couldn't control them. And people also loved them and people respected them and they saw that they were healers.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, that's why they murdered you. And I said, oh, I said that makes sense because I felt like before in a past life, I don't know if I was a man, woman, whatever, but I felt like in a past life I was murdered because of my gifts. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that's a significant thing right there that your gifts, they go along with you. When
Mm-hmm.
you end up in your next body, your next life, whether you know about your gift or not, because most of
Mm-hmm.
us have them,
Mm-hmm.
that gift came with me. And I've had that gift before. I thought that
Gotcha.
was like really interesting. I need to meet more people that do past life stuff. I know you have a couple of connections as well too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to pivot this to Sky a little bit. I want you to tell me your journey and how you became Sky. And I know you from a whole nother
Introduce
life.
yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Introduce yourself, tell us something about you, and then give us your, past life experience.
So I am Sky Phoenix. So the narrative of my past life, she um encountered a lot of resentment, limited beliefs, self-sabotage, didn't know how to love herself, had trust issues within herself, so she felt like she couldn't trust anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Um, Also, in my past life, I know I was a warrior. because I
Okay.
You got on your army fatigue
yes,
right now in
yes,
full
yes,
warrior
that's the
mode.
C.
Yes.
So, but yeah, as far as like going back, I've been told that I was a shaman, possibly a man,
Wow. Okay.
also a high priestess,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
um, a healer.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay.
so that's about it. And also, I am a Reiki practitioner, a
Okay.
sound healer. I channel light language, which
Oh,
is a frequency vibration that heals, that uncovers that clears blockages,
Absolutely.
right? That
Yes.
cleanses energy and also unlocks the soul.
okay.
And my interpretation of that for her, I feel like it's her channeling languages from her past lives
Yeah.
or from different past life aspects of her, because she will literally tap into different women. And they're not always black. Like I know I saw a Hispanic woman come through one time for her. I seen a
Oh,
Chinese woman come through one time for her. And this is always under the plant medicine. So when we're doing psilocybin, she doesn't need it for that. I'm gonna say that she can just
okay.
tap in at will. But her when she get into that mode, like you will see, she will fully embody that being, and it'll just flow through. And whatever she say, like those codes hitting your body, and it start releasing and opening up.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is who I work when I do my work. Like she is the one that I, collaborate with to do that good clearing. Matter of fact, I
Cool.
spoke about her last week. So yeah, this is the
Yeah.
sis cuz that we talked about last week.
Yes, it
Yeah.
Yes.
was a good dynamic moment for me and Portia. And it's like when she was doing the work herself, I heard, the ancestors say, get behind her and
Mm-hmm.
start doing the work and start speaking. And whatever it was that was in there, it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yes.
That's a
Yes.
blessing.
Sure.
I love to hear that. I'm
Yes.
jealous.
Yes. Yes. I
Because I've
I got
only
something for you too.
I'm ready. Look, I'm ready. I've had one Reiki in my life and it was with Osa. And then before that I had tried it with another lady, but I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what she was doing. I
He
was
was
like,
doing basic Reiki. Like I said, my Reiki just different.
it
But
is. It's
yeah,
different.
but
It's
the Reiki that you got before was considered Reiki. You
okay.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, so I like that energy, that flow, that healing. When I'm doing readings with people, I feel the electricity going through my head, arms, and back up to my head, and it resonates. And a lot of times when I put my hands on people while I'm doing that, I
Mm-hmm.
can kind of give them some relief when it comes to physical injuries, emotional injuries. One lady from an old church I used to go to, her daughter, um, I think she like almost drowned or something, and so she had some mental issues, and she was like kind of just sitting there staring with her tongue out her mouth, and I was just like, oh man, I felt so bad, but I kept seeing her in these different images, like dancing and playing in the grass, and so I just kind of like prayed and put that same energy into her. I don't know if I'm a healer or not. I know I'm clairvoyant, but I tried putting that energy into her. I've done it with other people before, and I just prayed for her because it's like she had heard about me praying for people before, and that's why she brought her daughter to the church to come meet me. And I was like, wow, like that's an honor and amazing in itself. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not the healer. Maybe I need to tap into one of the past lives and be like, here, tag in. Why don't you come take care of this for me?
Yeah.
I'm happy you said that because I wanted to mention it when you spoke about your past life as a monk or
A sage.
the
Yeah.
sage.
Yeah.
The thing with that is that you could have been both. We have multiple past lives, so I believe that there was definitely a past life where you were a monk as well. But you were also a sage too in the African tradition.
Okay.
But the thing about these gifts is all about remembrance. So
Yeah.
we already have it within us. These are innate gifts that we are born with that again follow us through. But
Yes.
when we take the time to question self and to question the programming that we're under, you start to tap in with your true divine nature and spirit,
Yes.
and then that's when you begin to remember. So it's all about remembering. You're not learning anything. You're just remembering exactly who you have always been.
Now tell us about some of your past life situations, Osa.
Well, I've actually tapped into a few.
Oh,
I had a past life where I was a high priestess, living off in like a wooded area away from the tribe and village that I was doing work with, and people would come to me for their healing. You know, high priestesses usually they stay away from the crowd, you know, because it's so much that they tap into. Um, but I remember that past life, but also in that past life, I was also um humiliated and burned at the stake
Ooh.
Mm,
because of my gifts and the intimidation of my gifts and then the patriarchal control that came in that wanted to silence my gift.
dang.
So because of that, I've always had a fear of allowing myself to be seen. Like even this podcast right here is a super big deal for me because I've always tried to hide myself, or always tried to work in the shadows. So all of my readings I do, like I don't talk about it out loud. That's all shadow work. You know what I'm saying? People come to me in their darkness and they work that way. So for me to speak out, this has always been a fear to show myself because again, in past lives, it wasn't accepted.
I
Um,
resonate with that so much because I
yeah.
feel like in a past life, I like fought. And I remember fighting and fighting and then going down to the ground and bleeding and just blood going
Um,
everywhere. I remember that. And it's because of that, like I didn't want to be famous for being clairvoyant. At first it took years of me
mhm.
doing readings and stuff behind the scenes because, one, people run towards you or they run away from you. When you say you
Indeed.
clairvoyant or you got some kind of gift, they almost become scared to even look you in the eyes, you know. They don't
Yeah.
wanna shake your hand, they don't wanna talk to you, and I'm just like, "I know your name already, I got you, like, don't worry about that." So,
It's
it's
crazy how we have been taught to fear
yeah,
something that's so natural,
Yes.
you know?
yeah.
I can remember too in my past life, it was during the mushroom journey that I was actually like I turned into a Shaolin monk or something like that. And
Oh,
Mm,
it was
wow.
a whole bunch of us and they were in the basement, but I was on the upper floor. So I seen my children, they were children. And I started doing like these little moves like shoo, shoo, shoo,
that
like all these
graceful
little
movement.
type
Yeah.
moves.
Shallow.
And I was like protecting them, like covering them like a mother, you
Ashe,
know, was
ashe.
covering them or whatever. And then when I looked at the trees looked like ancestors was in them and they was just like, cheering me on, like keep going, keep going, keep going. But yeah, that past life stuff is very real. Like you said, it's about remembering,
Now,
you know. So
can you explain to us, the people that don't know, what a mushroom journey is?
okay. So psilocybin, basically, I take it so serious, is a to me a ceremonial thing.
Yes.
Okay,
Where you are, it was with other people, and basically, we set the tone and everything, and we took some bitters beforehand so that we wouldn't get, sick from the
Nauseous.
medicine, right?
Mhm.
And so therefore, they put the mushrooms inside of some lemon. We did 5 grams,
okay,
right? And so the mushrooms is basically already in connection with our DNA. It just helps us to recall and remember the things in our past or
okay.
in our present that we are experiencing or had experienced.
Mhm.
So it basically takes you through a whole journey. To
Mhm.
Mm,
me, that's what I get. Like, and it brings forth truth in you.
Mhm.
It brings forth your life, your light, because before all of this, I was very shy. I wasn't speaking out, but why not be your authentic self? You know what I mean? To me, there's no right or wrong. So however you show up is the way you're gonna show up. But the mushrooms are definitely something that I would suggest. I have suggested to people to do because it does awaken you. It does awaken you. It's like you're it's like an ego death,
Mhm.
right?
okay.
So, and it brings you to your present self to be in a space to where you can be more free in that past life into the present.
Yeah.
That makes
And in
sense.
simple
Yeah,
terms, I would like to add that it literally just makes the unconscious conscious. You
Ashe.
know, so the things that were buried within you, whether it was past life or just a remembrance of who you are, it will literally bring that darkness to the forefront and shine light on
Ashe.
it.
Ashe.
So yes,
Give
it's very
thanks.
liberating.
Give thanks. Yes, it
okay.
is.
I got a question. So, a lot of times I experienced a whole bunch of deja vu growing up. So, I think there's a connection between deja vu
Hmm.
and past
Absolutely.
life and stuff. I didn't know I had a gift at all, but I had a poop ton of deja vu growing up. And to
Mhm.
the point where I was, talking about people, oh, the phone's finna ring, that's such and such,
Hmm.
the doorbell's ringing, and here comes such and such. And I did that so much it got on my family's nerves. But I didn't know what it was. I couldn't explain it. To me, it was funny.
Yeah.
But I realized that that's the beginning signs of your gift coming through.
Yes.
And I feel like it's connected to the past lives too.
Yeah.
I would definitely say so. Past lives are also time traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Because we time travel when we go into our dream state.
Yeah.
Or whether it's the meditative state. You know, we live in these different paradigms or different dimensions. So when we can sit still with self and meditate and go up to higher dimensions, or when you go to sleep and you go up to higher dimensions, you tap into these other worlds. Past, life, and present is all linear, is not in
Yeah.
front of or back of, you know. So a lot of times we will either dream the future and see it, and then when it happens, it's that deja vu moment, like, oh, like I've seen this before. But that's because you traveled to the future and saw it already. So I call it a spiritual checkpoint or just confirmation when it aligned. Like, oh, like I'm in alignment because I already saw this happening and here it is happening right now.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Okay, I just remembered something. So probably like 6 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
I had a dream that woke me up out of my sleep,
Mm,
and I literally grabbed a pad and pen and started writing.
Mm.
Um, I dreamed it was like the 60s.
mm,
I was somewhere on the West Coast because I felt like it was a West Coast California vibe type of thing.
mm-hmm.
And I was in this apartment where there was a large sliding door that went onto a patio, and then you could see like a park where kids were
Mm-hmm.
playing. And I knew I was a white guy, probably around 30, and it was a drug situation. I was on drugs or I was using or something like that. But somebody came to this person's house, and I thought I was witnessing a murder because I saw him fighting, and I saw him and a guy get into it over drugs. And I saw
Mm,
him like laying on the floor, like dying, being strangled or something.
mm,
And the last view he had was looking out that window, seeing the kids play in the distance, and he couldn't even
mm,
call to them. And then there was
mm.
like a plane coming down, landing in the distance, like he was like close to an airport.
Mm.
And that bothered me because of the kids' clothes and stuff. I knew it was like time travel, like you mentioned. I'm sitting, seeing and witnessing something. Now I'm sitting here questioning, was that one of my past lives or was I witnessing somebody's murder? I don't know.
It could be either or,
'Cause I
honestly.
wasn't born till 72.
Yes, so it could definitely be a past life that you had. That has happened for a lot of people where they could just see it and it come through clear. And like a lot of times when we pass in traumatic situations, we come back to clear that karma or release that pain from our death.
Got it.
So that could have been showing that for you. But then also because you are
Yeah.
a medium, you know what I'm saying? Like spirits will come to you and show you how their death was and expect you to find a way to help solve it or to help them out so we're getting peace so that they can cross over and go to the light.
Yeah.
So
Now I can't do the mushroom journey because I'm allergic to mushrooms, but
Uh,
I
I
could,
don't know. We got to talk about that because your mama told me it was,
I
different.
mean,
I have a question.
yeah.
When it so is deja vu the same thing as having a premonition? And I'm gonna go further into this before you answer.
I don't think they're the same. When I'm doing a reading and I get a premonition or I see something like a precog, I see something that's coming up or something that's going to happen soon. It's a
Yeah.
totally different feeling I get than when I get the deja vu. The
Okay.
deja vu was like the early stages. I don't really have a lot of them anymore, but I do get the precog stuff off, not often, maybe 40, 50% of the time.
Okay.
If I could just pick 6 numbers, I'd be so happy, but it
Yeah.
don't work like that. But the premonition, precog stuff to me is different than the deja vu. Deja vu is like you remembering something for a specific reason. I don't know if it's because you need to remember that lesson
Mm-hmm.
or go through something again for
Mhm.
yourself. I'm not
Mhm.
sure which one it is, but
Mhm.
they feel like 2 different things to me.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I can
Yeah, I agree.
remember I was at my spiritual sis house and her mom was there and she was there. Her mom was basically going through a transition. She hadn't transitioned yet, but she was basically in the phase, of it.
yeah.
So I was laying down and I was meditating and
Mhm.
my eyes were closed and I seen a body laying on the ground. And I was like, and it was a heavy set woman. I was like, who is that? But spirit wouldn't reveal to me who that was. And so I ended up leaving Georgia, flying to Detroit. Her mom, like I said, her mom was there and she was there. She called me the next day and told me her mom passed away. And
Wow.
that was the woman that was laying on the ground.
That's a
Mm-hmm.
precog
That,
premonition.
yes,
Yeah,
that is for
definitely.
sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
why I asked because I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, you can tell the difference because there are 2 different feelings attached to them.
Okay.
It's almost like a plate of meatloaf on one plate, and then you got a bowl of cereal next to you. They're not the same, and they don't go together, but
No.
you enjoy them both. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you understand them. So that definitely was a precog situation for
Yeah.
sure.
I would say like similar to what he's saying, like with deja vu, you would feel it fully in your body. Like your whole body would resonate with it versus it being like just a vision of somebody else or something that's happening and it just coming through. And it come through lightweight, you know what I'm saying? It's more airy
Yeah,
versus in your body, you know.
Okay. Well, thank you for that clarity.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. We need it.
For sure.
So I had a few other past lives I just kind of want to brush across, but I have memory of being a man in multiple lifetimes. So
Okay,
in one lifetime, I was a native Indian man. I
okay.
was a shaman over the land and kind of like a Casanova, you know, but I
Mm,
was who all the village came to for guidance, insight, and just wisdom, sharing my wisdom. But all the women loved me, you
I
know.
got a joke.
Come on with it. 'Cause I
So
feel it brewing.
you telling us that you was a juicy gigolo?
I was a juicy gigolo, okay? They wanted me, you know what I'm saying? But also, I feel that same energy even in this lifetime. Like it's just this
Okay.
magnetic attraction that I get from both men and women, you
Yeah.
know, and I find it, you know, I used to find it real eerie, but when I start seeing my past lives and how they connect, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Like this is that same energy from this native man that I used to be.
Okay.
Then I was also like an artist. I was a white guy who um was painting on the side of the Colosseums in Rome. So like a lot of the
Oh,
artwork outside of it, I did that. And I used to be real creative when I was younger. So it's like you will see just how like how this lifetime lines up with who you used to be.
yeah. I feel like with me, from my experiences putting everything together piece by piece, I remember being a sage. I remember being a medicine man, a healer. I
Um,
remember this young um I want to say Arab, but I'm not sure. But the
I
women
have
that wear the garbs around their hair and they cover up their face and they have a
Mhm.
red dot. I
Mhm.
I remember whenever I connect with someone on the other side, like doing medium work, that spirit guide, her, I don't know if
mm,
she's past life or spirit guide or whatever. That little woman is very powerful.
I,
And I mean, she don't even say nothing. She literally look at me and communicate right through the gaze.
and
And
that's how they communicate.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's when I
Word.
started seeing those images.
Yeah.
And that's
That's your
how it works for
telepathy.
me. Yeah, it's something, but she ain't no joke. I mean, I got 2 that I can recall, and I can describe them to a T, but
Mm.
her, she always in the distance, she always in the background, she always got her arms folded like this,
I could see that.
and then, like, she barely even pay attention. She's like, she's in the room, but she's not engaged.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But she the one that got all the power. Like with
Mhm.
her, when I start saying stuff to people I'm speaking with doing a reading and I'm connected, she the one that's pushing everything into my head.
Mm,
So I think it's different with past life things. I like you said, you was spray painting in Rome. I remember being in Africa, being in some kind of desert area. I
mhm.
remember being in California. I remember being somewhere cold and it was like wintertime, but I can't remember what happened with that person. It's like I want to do some
It's
more
so
readings
many.
with
It's
past
so
life people.
many.
Yeah, because I mean, I think reincarnation is real, and rather you grow up as a Christian and believe, that
Mhm.
there's no such thing as that, and it goes this way. Every time people talk to me like that, I'll be honest with you. The first thing I see is like the slaves being beaten by the
The
master. And
fear.
like, say you believe in Jesus, say you believe in the
Right.
Bible, say you believe in this, and then all these years later, here they are saying the same thing that they were
Mhm.
taught to believe. You know?
Fear is the ultimate weapon of control, and they have been controlling us
Yeah.
and shrinking us and shadowing us for forever since they realized that they could not control us because our power they couldn't tap into. So it's low
Mhm.
Exactly.
key jealousy and envy that they had, and they had to beat it out of us
Yeah.
because there
Yeah.
was no way they would be able
You
to
can't
triumph over
control
us.
it, you gotta kill it.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's what they were doing.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yes.
and
Sure.
and still not realizing killing us made us only come back more powerful.
That's it.
Because we
You
here,
see how we rising up? We
Yeah,
okay,
coming,
we are
you know,
here.
exactly.
slowly but surely. We showing up.
Huh? What you say?
Exactly.
Huh? It's like no.
You in them ears.
I
Yeah.
know. I like so cute.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my teeth back in. Okay, guys. I like where we're going here, but we gotta take a quick break again. And after this break, we're gonna wrap up a little bit more of this, and then I wanna bring in a couple of questions I got for Hey Cuz, all right?
Okay.
Don't you
So
go
see you
nowhere,
back in
Sky.
a minute.
Stay right there.
cousinsinthecosmos.com.
Yes, cousinsinthecosmos.com. Please go onto the website and follow us, sign up for the mailing list. Hit it, Fred. I'm just kidding. Oh man, okay, we're gonna have to do some editing. He said keep talking.
Oh,
Uh
Um, so
well
there
let's
was
talk yeah.
me and Sky did a past life
ooh,
session together.
yes.
Where I did 14 grams of psilocybin mushrooms.
14.
And yes, because I
Is
wanted
that
to
a
go
lot?
in and do some deep clearing work. And I know that a lot of the things that I struggle with here in this lifetime is from my past life. Nothing that I had experienced here in this timeline. So she facilitated the space for me. And she also went in with, I believe, 3 grams.
Yes.
She wanted to be able to moderate the space, but also be able to tap in herself. So when we went into that past life, I was
Whoosh.
one of the mothers, and I carry like this very deep pain and resentment towards our men in general, and like how um our men pretty much like abandon us, and how they try to shrink us or to water down our power. And it was just this frustration. Like I felt very I forgot the word I was using at the time.
Okay.
Um do you remember the word I was using, sis?
I don't, but I just was tapping into your energy, but I
But yeah,
don't.
it was so much like anger and like sadness, and like it was like I was tired of not being able to be myself and not being able to be seen and tap into my power, and to witness other women kind of being shrunk by ego. So
Yeah.
I'm pulling it out, and I'm just crying, and I'm releasing, and I'm super sad. I was feeling defeated.
Okay.
Mm, mm,
I felt so defeated. And Sis Sky came through. She started doing the work on me. She started channeling these different ancestors. They start talking to me,
yeah.
pick your head up. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this. Tap into your power, like speaking the affirmations, different light codes. And as she's speaking, I'm feeling the energy just leave me, like, and
Yes.
it was just so beautiful. But this was like me, and like kind of like in the beginning of time, like this was,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
feel well over at least 15 lifetimes ago.
Yes.
Because
Okay.
I've tapped into so many different lifetimes. But this was like kind of in the beginning, and it was just like where did we go wrong? Like, how did we have this division between the man and the woman? And it really saddens me that right now we're having a whole battle of the sexes.
Mm-hmm.
When
Yes.
we need our men, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like we need to
Yeah.
be able to be on one accord, to see each other,
Yes.
understand each other, but show up for each other. And right now we're at such a battle. And
Yes.
that really had me just sad.
When was
So,
this?
What was it? A couple of months ago? Like, was it August?
I want to say it was before my birthday.
Okay.
July. It was July.
Okay, that sounds about
It,
right.
yeah, it was
Okay.
July.
Yep. So we did that
Yeah.
in July, and
Yeah, she was going through it. You hear me? And I had to really tap into that energy. And took me to a place as a great mother, as an ancient. And I remember doing this work, and I was working from my root to my crown, from my crown to my root. I was doing like some type of work to where I was raising it up and bringing it down, raising it up and bringing it down. And I heard clearly the padre is sick, and the mother,
Mm.
the ancestors, the elders have to be the ones that come forth and bring forth the healing onto the men.
that was that
Because
Hispanic ancestor.
yes, the man comes from a womb. He has to return to the womb to be healed so we can work together. There's no competition in this. We have to come together and bring unity so we can be strong together instead of divided.
Because
Okay.
they understood it back then. Like, I feel like it was a divine flow. It was harmony. It was
Mm-hmm.
balance until we allowed the white man or patriarchy to come in and separate us.
Mm-hmm.
And we've
Mm-hmm.
been fighting to find balance since then. You
Yes.
Yeah.
know, but we need each other. You know what I'm saying? We've been able to coexist before. I don't understand why we battling so much now. You know what I'm saying? Why so much envy towards each other, why, so much pain and hurt, which I can understand systematically. We've been forced to fight
Mm,
against each other. You know what I'm
yeah.
Yeah.
saying? But when you know better, you do better. And I'm happy that the veil is being lifted.
Yes.
People are being able to see the truth and see the truth of themselves and be able to self-correct so that we can come back into this harmonic divine flow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
Me
here for that.
me too.
Yeah.
Yes, we need each other, y'all.
You do.
Yeah. Definitely. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a deep breath after that one, huh?
Yeah, because it was heavy.
So
I
Marcus,
stood for it.
how do you feel about the man returning to the woman? And
I think it's necessary. It's a part of, that's how you come into the world. It is, you through a woman, a mother. And rather you and your mother have a great relationship or don't, she brought you into this world.
Mm,
Um, there are people, I think it's different for like, that's why I was so interested and connected with my dad and my dad's family. So growing up without a dad and not knowing him and not knowing anything about him, and I grew up around a bunch of strong women. I had women in my life, and I remember Big Mama would say, one night I was supposed to be asleep, but I'm a little badass kid, so I don't sleep all the time. And I remember her saying to him, and they were talking, it was like 2 in the morning. And I just
Mhm.
woke up and was like, $6 million man. So, and I remember her saying to him, and it was so powerful now that I think back on it.
mm.
She told him, she said, I appreciate you being a father figure to Marky. Yep, they said Marky. Uh,
That's what we call him, y'all.
Right, and she told him that, and he said, "Yeah." He said, "I don't mind that at all." He said, "Because, he said, I tell them all the time, don't call me granddaddy, call me daddy." And he didn't like being called granddaddy. So I appreciated him letting me call him daddy. And my grandmother said at the time, his brothers both have their dads and he doesn't have his dad. So, you know, have that father figure. Now, she I appreciated her saying that, and I know why she said it,
Mhm,
but it wasn't necessary because the women had already stepped up and raised me. I had the genetics, I had the DNA, I had the mentality where I knew my strength came from a woman,
mhm.
Mhm.
and that's how I looked at it.
Yeah.
Yep. Hold on, something going on. Okay. I don't know what that was. Yeah. But I think the strength, all strength in this world comes from women. Um
Yeah, we call Big Mama our rock for a reason, and I feel like
yeah,
Mhm.
in every family, like your Big Mama, the grandma, like that's your matriarch. That's who everybody go to for guidance. That's who you go to when you in need. We
yeah,
all need Mama. We always go back to Mama, no matter
yeah.
what's going on. And I think if we can sit and remember that we can
Yeah.
truly tap into the essence of why we here and how we supposed to operate with each other.
Yeah. Can I
Mhm.
can I tell another story real quick?
Sure.
So Sky, the last time I saw your mom, I was on my way to Georgia and I was coming back home from Detroit. And my mother said, go see Diane. I was like, you know what? Where's she
Mhm.
at? I'm gonna go see her. I got like 2 hours to kill before I go to the airport.
It's
And I remember driving way out
yes.
94. I had to go. That was a hike, boy. But I remember walking into that facility and seeing her, and you know how they sit everybody in a big TV room when you walk
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
she was sitting in there so mad, and she had her hand on her face like this. She was just like,
Mhm.
she was
That's
so
her.
pissed. She did not want to be in that room with them folks watching TV. And I saw her. Now, keep in mind, she hadn't seen me in probably 20 years.
Mhm.
So the first thing I said was, "She's not gonna recognize me." And I was like, I said, "I'm gonna go speak to her." So I sat down next to her and I tapped her on the leg and I said, "You know what?" I said, "You look beautiful today." And she looked at me and went, and she was like, "Who is this?" And so I smiled at her. I said, "You know who I am?" And she said, "Mm-hmm." And I said, "You lying." so,
Mhm.
and so she was like, "Hey," and she put her hand on my lap and said thank you and hi. And I said, "Okay." I said, "I just wanted to come see you before I went to the airport. I'm going back to Atlanta."
Mhm.
And she was just turned back to the TV and just like started ignoring me. So I was like, maybe she don't remember me. I don't know. And so I said, well, I came to see her. So I got up, I kissed her on the forehead, and I started walking towards the door. And I looked at her before I went through the door, and she did this.
Bringing that butt back here.
And so I was like, uh-oh. And so I went back over there. She said, when you first sat down, I didn't recognize you. She said, and then she said, I just kept feeling and it was screaming inside of me, Marky, Marky, Marky. And she know how she whispered back then. She didn't
Yeah.
talk really loud. So she was like, she said, I know who you are. And then she kissed me on the cheek. And then she said, can you do me a big favor? She said, can you take me out of here? I said, oh, I said, we finna leave? I said, we finna do some Bonnie Clyde stuff? Like, what we finna do? And so she was like, no, take me back to my room. She said, I don't want to be out here. And I said, okay. So I took her back to her room. And she was like, oh my God, thank you. She said, I want to get out of this so bad. And she said, they weren't going to bring me back here. So I'm so glad you did that. And I said, well, I just wanted to see you before I went back home. I said, you know, I love you and I always have, always will. It was my auntie since I was born. When I was a baby, sitting on her lap, biting her lip for 35 minutes straight. And then her goofy butt, I said, I'll see you later. So I kiss her on the forehead and then she does this. So I kiss her on the cheek and then she does this.
Mm.
I said, okay. I said, why are you acting crazy? And then she gave me another kiss. I said, okay, let me get out of here. But that was the last time I saw her. I really that like sat down in my spirit so good. It made me so happy. All right, y'all, let's take a quick break. We being rushed to commercial. We'll be right back. Cousinsonthecosmos.com. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. I love that so much.
My bad.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Cousins in the Cosmos, Marcus, Osa, and our special guest, Sky.
Cousin Sky.
Thank you.
So,
yeah,
while you were talking about Auntie Diane,
yes.
I had a deja vu moment in that moment. Like that, the whole conversation, like the whole production, everything I'm seeing has happened before. So again, when I have deja vu moments, that tell me that I am in alignment, that this is what's supposed to happen. This was supposed to be. We were all three of us supposed to be here having that conversation,
Okay.
doing this podcast. So, it just felt real good. Like my whole body is tingling right now.
Yeah.
But I saw this before, and I feel like I saw this like years ago. Like I don't even know how long ago, but it's been a while. Like it's just been sitting there, and it all came back full circle. So shout out to that deja vu moment and to the creator and our
Yes,
guide.
give thanks to the guys and
Give thanks indeed.
Yes, I love
yes,
it.
I'm feeling the energy too. It's
Oh, it just
very profound. It's
yes.
Tell us
Yep.
about it. Like, how is it for you? Like when you feel certain things, is it physical?
It's
Is it-
physical.
It's physical.
Yes, when I feel the energy, it's physical. I can feel it also in different areas of the body or the chakras, like the crown and the throat and the heart. It resonates really, really good. And
Yeah.
it just comes through. Sometimes I'd be somewhere and I just start speaking.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. I'm
Yeah.
just so grateful.
I know you feel this because my heart feels swollen
Yes.
right now. Like
Yes.
Mhm.
So much love. So much love. So yay.
inviting the ancestors on into this space come
Yes,
through.
koshoya ka ike, shinoya ka iseke, o shono kota ike ya dai. Hosuko ye ka shike ke shona ike, o koto saka tise eke, hosono ka ike, o koshone, haya, okoro ya sike, o shone ke aike se, o koya, hakare rise ke shune ke aya kosuko, ena ka saike, okoro sike ke ayo to ya tai si ayo ya kai ya to ya tai si ke hoya hai ke ka ya se ya o shane kina hayo ko to ai na I ko shuke haya ta si ke no so ya ka ya ta ya uye ka ta si ke o she ya ko ya ta si o ya ka si ke na o she na ka yo ya dice que odaike que haya toya. Gratitude to the ancestor. De que o kosaya kaya di que lo sone kashaya karike. Haya kotoya.
Ooh,
Ooh, you know what that felt like?
medicine.
that felt like Mother Earth and a big hug
Yes,
from Africa.
medicine.
That's what that felt like. That felt like the
Ashe.
ancestors speaking.
Y'all just got blessed, okay? Do y'all
Yeah.
understand?
Now, anybody else got a tingling feeling back here on the side of their
Oh,
head?
all over the back of my head, on my arms, my chest. It's
It
all
was
just
healing. Yeah. So you didn't know this guy.
Mhm.
Few weeks ago, I got a epidural shot in my spine for a pinched nerve, and that pinched nerve was like hurting all back here. All of this was in a lot of pain, and whatever you just did, you spoke to it, and you basically told it to go away and leave me alone. I don't know the
giving
Oh,
me
okay.
pain.
translation of the language. I don't know what it was. I know what I felt. Because
Mm,
at first I was caught off guard. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? And then I started listening and feeling. I closed my eyes,
Mm.
and it was all that's some powerful. Okay, when did you get
so,
this powerful?
y'all
Wait a
could
minute.
pause and rewind to hear that again.
Wait.
Um,
Pause and rewind,
Yeah,
okay?
tell me
Open
about
your
that.
heart.
How did we get here to that? Because I almost said your birth name. I'm like, where? Wait a minute. Last time I saw you, it's been a while. We've seen each other in some years,
but
and I just see such this amount of growth and
yes,
like, what just
yes,
happened? Like,
yes.
who are
Baby.
And when
you?
they
She remembered who
listen,
she was, okay?
yes, I rose
Yes.
into who I need to be and become at this time. It's not me, it's the ancestors. I give reverence to them and the most high in
Ashe.
Amen.
awe. But
Ashe.
I'm gonna
Amen.
tell you, when I first started speaking, it came through as the spirit, the church tongues.
Yeah.
But now as I continue to resonate and awaken, it comes through as it more so to me like a native, like you said,
Mm.
like an Asian. I mean, I just tap into all
I
different
felt
energies.
African. I
I
felt
became a
Asian.
man
All
I
of
too.
felt
it.
yeah.
I've become a
That
man
language is
too for times.
universal.
I should give
Yes.
thanks. It
Yes.
just
Wow. Look, I almost push Hey Cuz on off the table.
Listen, because all right, we just
Woo.
got a
Okay.
beautiful servant.
I wanna ask this Hey Cuz question though. So let's go into Hey Cuz real quick before we wrap up with your last words, Osa.
Okay.
All right, Hey Cuz, right now.
Yo, it's hey cuz time. Marcus and those about to blow your mind. Questions flying, messages landing. Deceased loved ones got the answers you're demanding.
Okay.
How do you protect yourself and from other energies? So after you're done with readings, how do you cleanse yourself
mm,
to make sure you don't basically take nothing home with you? And go ahead,
All
you
right.
go first,
I mean,
Osa. Yeah.
me. Okay. Um, I always do a spiritual bath to cleanse afterwards.
Now explain what that
Um,
is.
So a spiritual bath is bath water with herbs. Different herbs have different spiritual properties. So I would do a combination of herbs that you can use for clearing and releasing. I'll add some Florida water. I may add a little camphor, which is very strong for cleansing. I'll add some hyssop. And please research the spiritual properties to these herbs. Okay, please enlighten yourself. All right. But I would use different herbs to sit in the bath with, and I'll cut the lights off, light a candle, and just meditate with it. And you will literally visualize and see all of the energies leaving you.
mhm,
So whether it's a spiritual bath, whether I'm grounding, straight bare feet to the ground, that's usually what I do first and foremost before I get home. It's grounding and then also cleansing by smoke. So either sage, incense, smoke. The ancestors, they respond to smoke. They love smoke. So when you use and you smudge smoke, it cleanses your aura and your energy as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
yes. Same for me. Are we gonna ask me?
Yep.
Yes, you were
Yep. You
next.
next.
Yeah, so same thing that sister just spoke on the herbs, different herbs, mugwort, skull cap. Like she said, do your research. Sage, Palo Santos,
Yes.
Yeah.
Florida water. I also get in the shower and I speak those things away from me that don't serve me. May it be returning to the universe, to the sender, or whoever the case may be, for their highest good. But
Heavy on a return to sender. Keep going. Okay.
just ground my feet, roll in the grass, whatever the case may be.
Hug a
Yeah.
tree.
Yes, touch
Okay.
a tree. Yes, go to the water. Speak to the
Yes.
water. Put my hands in the water at the
Yes.
river.
Yes.
Cleanse myself that way too. So yes, but declaring it helps is declaring that energy to release itself before you go into an energy work. You speak certain things of yourself, and then when you're done, you cleanse and you shut that door. So
Okay.
yes,
I
exactly.
like a lot of that. I think I'm gonna do say what I do is like a little bit of, I'm getting a piece of that burger from both of y'all. So I
Yeah.
like to, kind of clear myself. I'll say out loud, anybody I connected with, during this reading this session, you are not allowed to go home with me. You're gonna stay right here,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna mind my business and go that way. You're gonna go this way.
Hmm.
And then when I get home, I love to put my bare feet on the grass.
Yes.
That's grounding 101 for me.
I know.
That makes
Yes.
me feel human again. And
Yes.
then if need be, I will burn some sage, and I'll smudge myself and my house, just
Mm.
to make sure that I don't take anything home with me, especially if I'm connected with somebody that was murdered or somebody that's passed tragically or something like that. I don't want that energy going home with me because
Yes.
Yeah.
I barely sleep as it is. So I like to appreciate every minute of sleep I can get. Every minute.
Indeed.
So yeah, that's a good question though.
That was a good question.
Also, rosemary is good too.
Rosemary,
For
I've heard of rosemary.
yes.
I'm
Yeah.
still learning
Yes.
a lot of this
Good for
stuff.
clearing
Like
the
I've heard of
mind.
Florida water, but I still don't quite know what it is. So it's like certain things out there that I'm not too familiar with.
You know,
But
we can't forget about the garlic
Oh.
and the onion.
wait a minute, you're supposed to love garlic.
There you go.
I love garlic.
I love garlic.
You things ain't gonna stay in.
You can cut you up an onion too to absorb that negative energy as well.
Okay. I
Yeah.
saw somebody on TikTok the other day. This person used sliced onions on the
Hmm.
bottom of their feet, and
On
then
their
they put a
feet.
sock
Yeah.
on, and then the
Mm,
next morning that onion was black as hell.
yeah.
And
It
I'm
It'll
like,
pulls
pull
limit.
all the toxin out of your body.
Yeah.
yeah, it
A lot
pulls
of
it
it
out
is connected to
overnight.
spiritual stuff
Yeah.
too. So,
Yeah.
It was like a
Yeah.
purple onion too, but that thing was black.
mm.
I
I also
ne
use this too.
Oh,
This is
tell
a
us what that is.
This is scepter. It has crystals in it, and
Oh,
it's
And
wrapped
copper.
with copper. So yeah, I
copper.
have this with me. Yes, divine protection
Shay, that's
and a
Yeah.
real.
weapon. Oh,
And, oh, don't hit yourself.
No, we protected over here. Okay.
Don't knock yourself out.
yes. I say.
Okay.
Straight warrior mode. You got
I
another
got
question, cuz?
one more question I want to pull in here real quick if I get time. Uh,
Okay.
Tell us how your abilities have evolved over the years.
Ooh,
You go
whoa.
first, Sky.
Okay. Well, I would say they always been with me, right? But
Yeah.
each time I went into my ceremonial psilocybin experiences, I could feel the intensity rising, whether it was through my hands, whether it's through my body, and the psilocybin introduced me to the light language. That's when it
Mhm.
came through. When it came through, originally, I was a Shaolin. I was speaking that whole Asian, but as time progressed and I became more confident and fluent, and it just started escalating to different levels and different channels would come through and
Mm,
whatnot.
Okay.
So yes.
that's Shay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Osa. How have your gifts
Right.
grown over the years?
Well, I would say
I remember Portia.
yes. Um, I would say the same. I think as my journey has went on, my gifts started out very small. So, say like even doing with Reiki, like I learned how to do Reiki the basic way where you don't touch, it's just the hands above, a full body scan. But after taking psilocybin mushroom, it showed me how I would be using my gift in a shamanic way. So it showed me how, me touching the person, how I could withdraw the energy, how I could pull out past live wounds and memories. And then also utilizing sound, utilizing clapping, utilizing tapping and touch.
Yes.
These are things that I learned through my ancestors and through spirit that I wasn't taught. Traditionally. And then even with my gifts, like nobody taught me truly how to channel ancestors. Like I had to it'll show up as I'm in motion with working with my gifts. So if I'm in a reading, I'll feel a strong pain in my arm and I'll sit there with spirit. Okay, what does this mean? Okay, I know this is my feminine side. Like, what is this? And I had to learn as I, progressed. And from that, it's like I just went into full bloom. But it happened completely unexpected. I never thought I'd be doing what I'm doing now. Like Portia is completely different than Osa, and that's why I like to use both names because I am her. My full self, I am both. But Osa is the elevated, and the wise version of Portia.
Yes.
So
Okay.
She is.
yeah.
I
She
love
Thank
is.
it.
you
I
for
have to agree with you on that, cousin, with the whole clapping and the sound. Like you say, everything does come through as you're doing the work.
yes,
Certain tools will show up. You're like,
yes.
oh, I know could do this and do that. But yes, exactly.
But we're being
Thank you.
divinely led to
And we're
remember what we doing.
yes, as you're my reflection and I am yours.
Yes, peace reflection.
Hey, y'all just want me to
Wow,
be so
reflection.
jealous.
No, you're a reflection too. Cut it out.
Are. Yes,
I
you
gotta
are.
I gotta come home so I can see y'all. I gotta squeeze them
Or
faces.
we gotta come down there.
Or
Yes,
or
yes, that will be very soon.
I'm ready.
hey, have room,
Okay.
we'll travel.
Yes, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you share now, Marcus.
Um, over the years, I'd have to say it took some time because I had to do some self-discovery.
Mm.
I had issues with church.
Mhm,
I wanted
mhm.
to be religious and grow up and go to church and have a religion, but I noticed and learned that my own personal relationship with God was all I needed.
Mm,
Shame.
It
Yes,
was all
same.
I didn't need to have a church family and people that believed in me and trusted me and supported me.
mm,
I learned the hard way that they don't support you unless you doing something for them or kissing their butt. And
mhm,
it was always about the money. Always about
Mm.
the money with church. So organized churches and stuff, I just feel like I'm so burnt out with that. And it's like, yeah, if you want me to come sing with you and we can do some worship, I love to sing and worship. But
yeah,
don't ask me to join and 10% of my money. This I don't even know when I'm getting my own money these days. You know what?
yeah,
Because it's like I work in real estate. Hey, I'm struggling. I could go 2-3 months with no closing. I could get 4 or 5 in 1 month and feel like I'm rich and want to go ball till I fall. But it's not like that. You got to put money aside. You got to budget. You got bills coming, this, that, and the other, and it's hard. So when a church kind of like pauses my growth, I
mhm,
feel like you're not my friend, you're my enemy.
yeah.
And
That's
so
really
over
what
the
it is.
years, I learned that the more I built my own relationship with God, the stronger my gift got.
I
So
see.
nobody could come to me and say, "Oh, psychic and this and that. Oh, that's the devil." It's not the devil, dummy. The devil don't give no
Yeah.
gifts. He takes them. you
Yeah.
know, God only one that gives you gifts and build your own relationship with God. Um, on that note, you got some positive words for us to wrap up, Miss Oster?
Well, yes.
Yes.
So, tonight reminded me that every laugh, every tear, and every deja vu moment, they are all echoes of the soul we've known before. We walk through this life thinking we're brand new. But the truth is, we've danced this dance 1,000 times. We've loved before, lost before, healed before. And still we are here, choosing to try again. So this season, this so-called spooky time, isn't about fear at all. It's about remembering. Remembering the ancestors who dreamed us into being. Remembering the lessons that followed us through lifetimes. Remembering that joy, too, is sacred. That laughter is the language of the soul when it recognizes the divine in the chaos. So, as the veil thins, I invite you to open your heart a little wider. Light a candle. Whisper a name. Offer gratitude to those who came before you and for the parts of you that survived every ending. Because
Mm.
spirit doesn't die, it transforms. And
Mm-hmm.
love, it travels across lifetimes. So, from my heart to yours, may your path be guided by light. May your laughter heal generations. And may you always remember you are eternal. You are divine. You are home. Until next time, stay cosmic, stay grounded, and keep laughing through the lifetimes.
How shame.
Thank you. Thank you, Sky. Oh, positive. Give me a bite. I love y'all. Happy Halloween. We'll
Peace.
see y'all next week. Cousinsinthecosmos.com. Here's my part.